सबसे पहले हम if else से स्टार्ट करेंगे. If else is a conditional statement which is used for whenever we want the output according to the particular condition. Okay, let me check कैसे करेंगे हम. So we start with the same include stdio.h, then include conio.h, then the main, and suppose there are two numbers and we want to enter the two numbers, so we have to mention what? Suppose we want to check which number is greater. If the first number is greater, so output should be first number is greater. If second number is greater, then output should be second number is greater. So how can we do? We can do with the help of this conditional statement if. So we put if, then the parenthesis, the condition A greater than B, right? This greater than sign is the relational operator here, open, and we say printf, whatever you want to print, first number is larger, right, or greater, then close. When you are opening the brace, you have to close the brace, okay, else, then close it, then printf, okay, then get ch and close. This is our program. We have to save the program with, suppose the program's name is larger dot c with the C extension, right? Then compile the program, or alt F9, we have compiled it, run the program, see the output is enter the number, which number is greater? 9, that is second number is greater, output is what? Second number is greater. We can again check it, run, enter the first number 78, enter the second number, so first number is larger, isn't it? So how this work? It works on the particular condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the first part, otherwise it will execute the second part, isn't it? This is for if else condition. Okay, let me take another example. For example, if this is the same case for three numbers, so we have to use third number, we have to again input the third number. So now we want to check the largest among the three numbers. Now we have to use one more operator, that is logical operator, that is double and sign in the condition, okay, not a single sign. This double and is for logical, right? You can write down logical and this and is for address operator, which we have already done. Address operator, where we use address operator, we use in scanning our input, right? Scanning, for scanning the input. Whenever we input a variable in this through scanf, we have to use this and sign, because and sign means we are getting the variable with the address, because inside the memory the variable is residing at a particular location. So one must always remember this, and sign is for the address location, and this logical and for combining the two conditions, because there are three numbers, so we have to mention two conditions with the conditional statement. If a greater than b, and two conditions must be true, a greater than c, right? And we say printf we have to check another condition, because there are two numbers again, else. If now we have to press, in the first program we only use else, now there is another version of if else. If else if there are many conditions, then we use this else if, right? Else if the other condition, we have to check what the condition is for the b greater than a and b greater than c, right? Then the output should be okay. If the first condition is true, then output is this. Otherwise it will goes to the second condition, then the output is this. If the both conditions are false, then it will automatically jump to the else part, and whatever you print here, it will print. So we print okay. We will close the program with getch, and we will see our program is done. Now this is the program of three numbers to check the largest between the three, among the three, largest among the three. So first condition will check for the first number, second will check for the second number, and otherwise it will jump to the third number, right? One more thing you have to remember, if else will execute one condition at a time, that means one part at a time, not the all parts. If this is true, then it will execute this part, otherwise this part, otherwise this part. That means these are the condition statements which will execute one statement at a time, right? So if the condition is true, it will execute this part, otherwise it will go for the other conditions, right? Let me check it. Compile, run this program again. Okay, we are getting one error, that is what, somewhere we have grammatical mistake. You can see. Let me check it. Compile, run it. That's it. This mashup is here because we have not used clear, that is clear screen, CLR SCR. So we will use this again, 8, 9 and 87. So which one is largest? Obviously third is the largest, right? So we use here one thing, what we have to use for our screen is not getting in a proper shape, so we use this. We again run it and we will see. Enter the first number, 45, 56. Which number is larger? Second number is larger, right? Second number is larger. That's it. So this is for if else. You can try many more programs for this if else, right? Okay. Let me check for another program. What if the case of characters, right? Suppose there is one character and we want to check whether the character is vowel or not. So we have to initialize a character, or we can input a character, right? We will do with the both methods. So we have to check whether it is vowel or not. So we have to put a if. So we say ch double equals to. This double equals to is used for comparison operator, right? For comparing the two values. And this single is for the assignment operator. We are assigning the right hand side, okay, to the left hand side. So if you want to write down, you can write it down like this. Double equals to is for comparison, and this single equals to for assign, right? You can write it down. Okay, we move on. We compare the value. See, one time one character, single character can be a single character, not multiple characters. So we have to check each vowel with the character given. So we say if ch means what we have assigned the value, whether it can be E, I, O, U, anything, consonant T, or it can be a vowel U, right? So we say ch double equals to A. We have to check multiple conditions, but you remember this, but we have to check single condition at a time, not multiple conditions. When we are saying multiple conditions, what we use earlier, we use AND operator, that is logical AND operator. Now we use logical OR operator. This is used with the combination of shift and pipeline sign in your keyboard. You have to press shift with the pipeline sign above the enter key, shift and the pipeline sign. So this is the symbol for OR. OR means logical OR. Either if ch is equals to A, or it can be one at a time, I have already told you, or E. Again we have to check, not the AND. We're not saying both the conditions should be true. We are saying either the condition. So ch double equals to, so I, right? Again, or ch double equals to O. Check for the all vowels whether we are using this. That's it, I think. A, E, I, O, U, right? So like we say printf, what we want to print. So we want to print character is vowel, right? We have to close this, else. See, if we spell it wrong, it will not be in a white color. That means it is not in a proper spelling. That means it is not a keyword. Then you have to spell it right. So E-L-S-E. See, the color changes. That means it is now a keyword for the C programming. So else, what we did now, else we have already done character is vowel. So if character is not vowel, then what it will be? It will be a consonant, or we can say not a vowel, right? Whatever you want to print, it will execute one time one statement. So get ch and close it, right? So we will compile it. You can run it without saving, you can run it with the saving. So we will save it for the future use. So we save vowel.c and we compile it. We can compile without the header files or with the header files, but generally it is good practice to use the header file to, clear the concept why we are using the header files. So we are using the header files with the stdio.h, right? So with the second header file for what function? For get ch, right? You remember the first lecture we have already done. If you have any still problems in your std or conio, you can revise the previous videos and you can check there chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 3 for the basics of the programming. Okay, let's run it now. Run it. No error. Enter the, what it is saying. It's directly saying character is vowel. Why? Because we didn't say input any number. We have initialized the a character u. So u is a vowel. It checks here. Yeah, u is a vowel. Character is vowel. We put a clear screen here for brief. Right? So we again run it. See, character is vowel. Right? Again, we change this with some another. So we say T. Right? Run it again. Not a vowel. Getting? Okay. We change it again with Y. Run it. Not a vowel. That's it. So this is how we treat characters with the if condition. We can initialize it or we can input it. If we have to input it, how can we do? We have to use scanf statement with the %c. Let me do it with the %c, that is with the scanf. In the earlier, I have already told you that. Let's do this with the scanf. Now let's run this program. U, character is vowel. Enter. Again run this program. Any character. D, not a vowel. Again run this program to check. Not a vowel. Right? So this is the code how we can input through our keyboard. We have to use scanf, and at a time we have to use one single character, not more than one character, isn't it? So this is how we can treat with if else. You can do many more programs with yourself, like even number or odd number. Check whether the number is even or odd. Okay, let me know in comments that if you have any problem. Okay, next is switch case. Switch case is a conditional statement which is very much used in programming, whether it is in games, whether it is in projects. Whenever there are multiple situations and we have to choose a single situation, or whenever there are multiple choices and we have to make a single choice, then switch case is used. Especially switch case is used for game programmings, where there are multiple options and we have to choose a single choice. The difference between if else and switch case is that switch case is for multiple options and if else is used for decision making. Whenever we have to decide whether this or that, then we use if else. And switch case is for whenever we have multiple programs and we have to choose a single from that, we use switch case. Both the things are categorized under conditional statements. Let's do it. Suppose the program is, there are two numbers and we want to add them, subtract them. Suppose this is our program to use switch case to add, subtract, division, multiply two numbers. How can we do? These are the four operations. We have to perform four operations in a single program. How can we do? Let's check with the help of switch case. First of all, you should know how switch case will work. So switch case will work like this. Switch case follow like this. switch case, expressions and case. That means compulsory spelling case, case and case. This is a syntax for switch case, right? Let's do an example which we write here, then we can clear the concept. So int two numbers. For the choice we are making from the 4, we use a variable ch, right? So again, now we can use like this also. Okay, so the statement for here, enter the choice. Because switch case is for multiple choices, we have to choose a single choice from the multiple choices. So we will do like this, ch for the choice. You can put any other variable here. So now switch block, what variable we are using? Switch, ch. So case, so my ch is taking %d, that is integer value. So we can start with this case 1. Case 1 is for addition, so we put a variable here and do the operation. We are using the variable c, so we have to initialize or we have to declare the variable c here, right? So with the proper indentation here, we say printf that the 4 cases which I want to use in my switch case. These are basically the 4 programs. First, if I press 1, it should return me the sum. If I press 2 from the keyboard, it should return me the subtraction. If I press 3, then it should return the division, and if I press 4, it should return the multiplication. And if you want none of the choice, then you can use default here. Default itself is a keyword, and you can say printf wrong choice if the choice is not present which are you giving. So close the switch, get ch and run this program. चलिए कुछ चेंजेस लाने के बाद, जैसे हमने इसमें हेडर फाइल लगा दी है, क्लियर स्क्रीन लगा दिया है, इसको सेव कर देते हैं। सेव करने के बाद सपोज हमने इसका नाम jj.c रख दिया। हम जब रन करेंगे तो आप एक चीज नोट करेगा कि क्या हो रहा है, राइट? हम रन करते हैं, राइट? एंटर द फर्स्ट नंबर, एंटर द सेकेंड नंबर, एंटर द चॉइस। सपोज करिए मैंने चॉइस 1 दी, आउटपुट में मेरे पास एडिशन आना चाहिए, लेकिन देखिए जरा एडिशन के साथ साथ में क्या आ रहा है। सम इज 13, वेरी गुड। फिर सब्ट्रैक्शन भी आ रहा है, मल्टीप्लिकेशन भी आ रहा है और डिवीजन भी आ रहा है। यानी कि इसने चारों प्रोग्राम्स हमको दे दिए और रॉन्ग चॉइस भी दे दी, राइट? लेकिन ये मेरा प्रोग्राम ये नहीं था। मेरा प्रोग्राम था सिंगल चॉइस चूज करना मल्टीपल चॉइसेस में से। तो ये तो मल्टीपल चॉइस दे दी इन्होंने सारी, इजंट इट? इसमें हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, we have to do to choose a single choice. So we have to make some changes in our program which we have not made. So we would put a break statement here after each module. If we don't put the break, it will not exit from the first block. It will automatically print the second block as it is. So that's the reason I have not put it earlier, because the concept of break will not be clear as you clear this time, isn't it? For the default statement, we need not to press break, or we need not to type break, because it is the last statement. If the first module is not working, if the second is not, third is not, fourth, automatically default statement will work. That means if we press 1, it will go to the sum. If we press 4, it will go to the multiplication. But if we press 5 from the keyboard, these are not the choice allowed in the switch case. So it will automatically go to the default, right? So run the program and check. 7, the number 8, the choice is 4. 4 is for multiplication is 56, right? Again run the program for the default. Suppose it's 7 is a number and enter the choice. Suppose the choice is 6. 6 is not in the menu list, so there will be the wrong choice, isn't it? You try this program and try for more options and check whether our switch case work or not. It always work for the programming where we make small games or big games, right? You do your own small projects with switch case. That's it for today. Have a good day.